If you have heard anything about Dragon Quest Builders, then you probably know it's what you would get if Minecraft and the Dragon Quest series had a baby. After spending time playing through the Nintendo Switch version of Dragon Quest Builders, it's more apparent that this title is meant for the Minecraft audience rather than the Dragon Quest fans. You can currently find Dragon Quest Builders reviews all over the web from back when the game initially launched on other platforms. So before I jump into the building mechanics and gameplay, I'll talk Switch differences specifically. In comparison to the PlayStation 4 version, Dragon Quest Builders on Switch is reduced from 1080p to 720p in both handheld and docked modes. However, the game still runs at a lush 60 frames per second when your Switch is docked. Lucky for us, the Switch edition is graphically identical to the PlayStation 4 Pro version. The game is only slightly fuzzier than the PS4 version because of the reduced resolution. Aside from that, the game runs extremely smooth with only momentary frame rate drops every now and then. If I had to recommend a specific version of Builders, it would undoubtedly be the Switch edition, as the console's portability is more appealing to me than the resolution for a game like this. The game starts relatively slow. The hero finds himself waking up in the bottom of a cave, equipped with a building power. He has the ability to break down blocks, almost everything from ground to trees, torches, and you can also rebuild these objects wherever you'd like. As I said before, the game is very much like Minecraft. If you have spent a lot of time playing the original block building phenomenon, then building in Dragon Quest Builders will feel like an inherited trait. I had no problem digging, building, and finding my way around the world. Unfortunately, the game is a bit slow. Actions feel much more deliberate within Builders than in Minecraft. Although sometimes a deliberate nature is nice to have in more thoughtful games. In a game like Dragon Quest Builders, it would have been nice to build and wreck objects much quicker than I was allowed to. I also wish that the game incorporated deeper digging mechanics, quite literally. Dragon Quest Builders allows you to dig around 20 or so levels below the ground, and in a game that takes its origins from Minecraft, it would have been nice to have the ability to explore the depths of Builders on a greater level. On the surface, there's a lot of focus on building structures to form a small town. In order to build these types of things, you have to venture out into the overworld and explore. During these segments is when the game feels most like Dragon Quest. The exploration, music, and magical world, it all had a distinct and familiar feel. And the characters look like they were ripped straight out of the core franchise. And of course, the enemies are all familiar. However, on the combat side of things, the gameplay is far less like a core Dragon Quest title. Rather than engaging enemies through a specific battle screen and turn-based combat, the combat in Builders involves real-time hack-and-slash type elements. Using weapons crafted in the game, you can battle standard Dragon Quest enemies in real time, take their remains, and use these to craft even more items. The battle system is not necessarily a bad one, just a bit bland, and it is certainly different than what Dragon Quest fans may be used to. Many of the franchise staples are in the game in style, but before picking up the newest Dragon Quest title on Switch, perhaps familiarize yourself with Minecraft first if you haven't already. If Minecraft is not for you to begin with, no amount of Dragon Quest sprucing up will sell you on this title in the end. Dragon Quest Builders takes all its notes from Minecraft, and that's no secret. Its cutesy art style and bubbly characters feel right at home on a Nintendo platform. If you're a fan of Minecraft and want something familiar with a different type of style and finesse, Dragon Quest Builders will scratch that itch. Unfortunately for die-hard Dragon Quest fans, you won't get much out of this game that's set in a universe that you're passionate about. Dragon Quest Builders brings near PS4 quality graphics with the portable aspect of the PlayStation Vita version. So if you're going to play this game anywhere, you're going to want to pick the platform with all the bells and whistles, which I believe is the Nintendo Switch version.